Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Samuel Rios, and today I'm going to talk about citation according to the APA 7 edition and preventing the plagiarism through appropriating a reference. What is the plagiarism? Plagiarism is uh, the act in the presenting someone else's idea, words, data, or maybe words as your own without giving the proper credit. It is a formal and academic dishonesty and a violent take of intellectual ethics. Okay, what is important in the text terms for academic honesty? In this case, are essential for academic honesty because they show where ideas and information come from giving proper credit to the original author. In this case, by the citing source is directly in the text, writer avoid plagiarism and demonstrate respect for intellectual property. And also, it allows readers to verify the evidence behind their argument. Okay. In this case, we have what is the situations in APA 7 edition. It is a standardizing set of rules and developed by the American Psychological Association to ensure clarity, consistency, and ethical integrity in academic and professional writing. Okay, we have some purpose about the citations in APA 7 edition. The first one is promote academic honesty. In this case, we have 2 points. The first one is plagiarism prevention. This recur a situation and reference APA still in the in source that source of ideas and knowledge the preventing misuse of the other context. The next is reckoning of the intellectual world. In this case, the seating correctives allow us to evaluate and respect the contribution of the other author to development of the knowledge. The next purpose is standardizing the presentation on academic work. In this case, the first point is the clear formatting and style rules. And these guidelines explain how a paper should be organized and presented, facilitate its creation and revision the the situation. Okay. The next point is the facilitate academic reading. In this case, an uniform format helps the reader follow the content more clearly and understand the best way. The next purpose is improving the scientific communication. The first point is the professional presentation of the work. In this case, we must use Apple Steel in order to give the document a neat and press and the professional appearance. And also this reflect the academic rigor. The, the next point is identification as source use. In this case refers allow any reader to easily locate the cited material and also can verify or expand upon the information. Okay, we have a citation in the text. Okay, for example, how to say the the say and direct point. In this case, you can incorporate a direct point into a sentence. You must cite the source and the file quotation without your sentences in closing quotation. Okay, in this case, mark sure the sentences are grammatically correct. Okay, we have example. In this case, the structure in order to for the sentence in the how to cite the direct quote is original text inquired in the mark. plus surnames, years, and page number. Okay. Example: language acquisition occurs through compressible input. The author is crushed, and the year is 1982, and the page is 21. And also another way is crushed plus years, and state that language acquisition occurs through a compensable input, and the end put the number page. Okay. In this case, we have what is the incorrect way. Okay. In order to understand the correct and incorrect. The correct, we have language acquisition occurs from compensable input. After that, put the author, years, and the page. In this look code and the first, you can think that is the correct way, but in the incomplete, if you don't introduce the quite in your own sentences, it is dropping a quotation without the text in no recommend in the app. Okay. The next in the narrative, uh, crashed in 1982 state that language acquisition occurred through a compensable input in the number the page. In this case, the word affirms it is defined in Spanish, but APA requires the concepts in a language. In your papers in English, missing a language in the situation in the text in the code. Okay. The next, we have how to cite the paragraph. In this case, the structure is the paraphrase text plus last names and the year. The original example, language acquisition occurs through compressible input. Okay. In this case, we have a good example because this just acquisition for learning and repeat, and the rest are not. Okay. Word and word that you can you can avoid the program. Okay. The paraphrase learners develop a new language more effectively when they receive input they can understand. Okay. And the last one is according to the class in 1982, learners develop a new language more effectively when they receive input they can understand. Okay. Incorrect, we have the incorrect way. The language learning happens through compressible input. Okay. In this case, you can see uh, the copies the author is exact the word but doesn't use the quotation mark, which it is incorrect. Okay. In the last example. Okay. This is the correct way and this is the incorrect way. We have a difference between these techniques. Okay. Paragraph allows you to explain an idea in your own words. You can demonstrate, understand, and avoid the verbatim, the copying. Okay. Direct quotation preserves the author's exact word, useful when the original formulation is precise or relevant, but require situation to maintain the academic integrity. Okay, we have how plagiarism can be prevented. In this case, pluralism can be prevented by consistently acknowledging the source of idea, data, and word used in the academic world. Okay, proper in the text trading following the APA 7 ensure that credit is given to the original author and that understanding of the material, while direct quotation presents the author's exact word. Okay, both techniques protect academic integrity and demonstrate respect for intellectual property. To avoid plagiarism, students should develop the habit of taking carefully note, distinguish between their own ideas in those from source, and apply citation rules and accurately using reference management tools and reviewing guidelines also help maintain the consistency. Okay, this is my job, teacher. Thank you for your attention.